Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Serving Nerve, the show where we talk about whatever we want, but today we're going to be talking about my apartment sucking, blowing bubbles. The apartment management that I have is so bad. And, I'm going to give you a quick little rundown on what just happened a couple days ago and just got fixed yesterday. And then also I'm going to kind of give you another rundown of all the other stuff. We've had 4 car thefts in a month. And given those 4 car thefts, the way the complex was trying to fix the issue was not to put up security cameras or anything like that. No. Instead, they just decided, hey, let's fine everybody for leaving their garage doors open, or if anybody else leaves their garage door open, let's fine whoever is right near the garage door parked. So they just started fining us a bunch. It was $50 per offense, and we were not going to pay it. Obviously, we didn't pay it. Very bad, very bad. But you know what? So I gave this whole spielio, I came down on them hard, because it's not lawful. It's not lawful to randomly fine people for a garage door being open, especially when they're not the one opening it. We've had issues with mold. We've had issues with roaches. We've had issues with rats. And roaches and rats are pretty normal for seasonality, but the problem is acquiring management to contact pest control. We had a dead rat under our stove for a week, okay? We also have issues with the walls bowing, electrical outlets not working, things like that. And this past couple of days, a couple days ago, have my mom over. And I'm like, man, the sink is leaking. And, I'd run the garbage disposal and all that stuff. And the sink underneath, I open up, and it's just a spew of garbage disposal vomit, along with older contents that had been pouring from the sink for God knows how long. We didn't notice until the smell and the leakage became very much a thing. So basically, the garbage disposal and the entire sink was built wrong, or the sink around the garbage disposal, all the piping, was built wrong. So instead of a pipe going, it's attached to your garbage disposal, let's say right here, the piping's supposed to go this and then down so that it can drain everything out. They put it like this and like this. So it was like sideways instead of down. And on top of that, the whole thing was just poorly measured. There were parts of it that just weren't attached properly, so they came undone. Whole thing exploded. Pipes exploded. And it and when I say exploded, it burst. And all of the contents that had been progressively collecting for God knows how long just spilled out into the sink. And the sink itself had had so many leaks in the past that it had bowed from being like a normal sink to being like a pool of a sink. So basically my day when I have my mom over is spent, instead of beautifully doing flowers, getting flowers into little vases and doing cute things, instead it consisted of me spooning sink vomit from underneath the sink, like the worst of the worst. It smelled like raw sewage. It was pretty much raw sewage. And I had a bucket. Thank God I had a bucket. Okay? Thank God I had one bucket, because that bucket saved my booty cheeks. I had spooned all of this stuff out and plopped it in and threw it in the toilet, and I just had to keep doing it. Multiple overflows, terrible stuff. So yesterday, I get a guy in to do it, and we had to contact the company to get it going, to get some kind of plumber in, and that took days. Our management sucks, and they give us incorrect information. We have to hound out the people to come on site and do all the stuff. So basically, we get the guy. We get the guy in, and thank God he fixes it. He vacuums out all the water. He, replaces the pipes. He had to go to Home Depot to replace the pipes. And then he snaked it because there was still blockages and still problems with it. So basically, in the end, we got that fixed. And then me and my roommate start looking at properties because we hate it here. We really hate it here. We do not like the amount of problems that we've faced in 1 year of living here. Also, our place doesn't actually have heating and cooling, and we're in Texas. It shuts off the heating and cooling seasonally, so if we have any shifts in temperature, we can't turn on the cold air, we can't turn on the hot air for certain seasons. It just doesn't work. And we've had times in the summer where the cooling literally just breaks down, burns out, and they won't fix it for weeks. It took 12 days, 12 to 13 days, I think, to get it fixed, and we have dogs that are very furry. You've seen them before, and they do not like that. They do not appreciate that. And then on top of that, our laundry machines, they broke down. They wouldn't fix them for weeks. And all it took was resetting a breaker, apparently, in the laundry room. So that's funny. So this place is, terrible. Whole building's falling apart. Worst managed apartment complex I've ever been in. Never gonna do it again. But anyways, so basically after that, me and my roommate were looking at places. And we're looking at them online and stuff like that. And some of them, I'm not gonna lie, man, they are slums, dude. And I'm looking and I'm like, I cannot have a repeat of what we're experiencing today. But at the same time, places are expensive. They're not that bad though. We'll find something. But I booked this confirmation with our, like, an agent who's basically helping us, who's also a friend. And she's like, she booked times for today, and I didn't know because my phone is an Android, and I didn't get a confirmation text, so I thought that we weren't doing anything today, and I was not coordinating with her very well. And then my roommate and I, we just woke up and did our normal things and like whatever, and he's out. And apparently we were supposed to go and see places today, but I didn't know. And he didn't know, so it was like, oh god, great. That's bad, which is fine. Like, obviously, like, this girl's got other stuff she's also doing, but it's like, I did not want to waste her time. Super annoying. So that was an issue. I went to work, did not make that much money, but I also didn't not make a lot of money. And I didn't really do anything. I came in at 5:30, served for like 5 hours, got out, and still made some good money. And everybody was so nice to me yesterday. It was insane. I had the nicest clientele. I thought I was going to get under-tipped somewhere, you know, because usually every single shift, you get stiffed at least once. You get under-tipped by at least 10% of the people or 20% of the people. But today, super chill. I got tipped like $80 on somebody who was just taking her boyfriend out for like dinner. And they didn't rack the bill that much. They racked it to maybe like a couple $100, $250. It's like way over 20%. But I just dealt with some really nice little angels. And even at the end of the night, I got sat with this dude who just wanted to get like one entree, no like sides or anything, and an entree for his girlfriend. And they got one round of drinks and then some dessert. And they tipped me like $35 on like a 130. Nicest people ever. Everybody was super nice. It was insane. Very sweet people. I was very happy. But outside of that, my people, channel's growing. I noticed we hit 150 subscribers. So we basically like, quintupled our sub count in the past like week or two or something like that. It's pretty cool. I'm very happy about that. Very cool. You know, we're gonna soon become a big channel and then become all egotistical and, you know, then have our ego burst when we get canceled, and then I'll revert off of the internet and take a break, and then I'll come back with the worst apology video ever. All because my ego is still trying to rekindle itself, and then I get canceled again, and then blah, blah, blah. And then no more YouTube, you know? That whole dealio. Every big YouTuber, you know? Let's play the game, my dudes. But no, in a real sense, it's pretty cool. It's really cool the channel's growing. I didn't think it would grow. I'm not gonna lie. I did not think that people were that interested in watching a train wreck online, but this is the internet, so I don't know why I didn't think it would work out as long as I hit that algorithm's G spot. But anyways, I've got a lot of stuff to do. I have a bunch of cleaning to do, organization. I'm off today, and I also have this weird situation where there's like a surprise baby shower that's supposed to happen in the near future, and I'm trying to get that time off, and everything's just a big fiasco because it was very poorly planned, and I'm just having to text my bosses going like, hey, can I get this time off, even though I'm technically supposed to be working this day, and blah, 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 blah. And everything's just a big train wreck mess of train wreck hood, and that's how we like it. Like, who enjoys having well-planned, sensible coordination? But yeah, that's a little update. I am gonna be posting a video later today, I think. The problem is, this video might be a little problematic, and it's a really touchy subject, so I'm trying to just be careful. Not even, like, careful on, like, oh, I don't want to get canceled, oh, YouTube, all that stuff. I just want to phrase my terminology appropriately, because it does pertain to something that's very important, and, I'm overplaying it. I'm making this kind of more dramatic than it is. I'm just gonna have to figure out the editing for this video. I have it already recorded, but I haven't done any like editing for it yet. I haven't broken it down, and I'm like looking at it going like, this could be like a jumbled mess because I'm double recording at the same time, so I don't know. Anyways, that's the video. Tell me what you think in the comments below. How's your 24 hours gone? And also, if you see this 24 hours in the future, how's your 48 hours gone? And if you're seeing this even more in the future, how has your future gone this far? Like, basically from the date of this upload, how has your life been since such? If, say, hypothetically, somebody comments 10 years on this video or something, like, sees this video 10 years later, and then they comment their whole life experience for that 10-year point, that'd be fucking psychotic. Let's try and aim for that. That'd be great. I'll do it if nobody else does. 10 years from now, if YouTube still exists, and when I'm old and spent, I'm sure that we'll take a look-see pop and see if this still is a thing that I remember to do, which I probably won't, but hey, you know, that's just life. Anyways, that was the video. Tell me what you think in the comments below about anything you want, or, you know, comment your day, your timeline, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Slater.